This next feature was a feature that was actually pushed out by Google the end of May, beginning of June, so you may have discovered it over the summer. But if you go up to the menu bar to insert, there is now this new feature called Dropdown. It doesn't look like a whole lot right from here, but it comes up, it starts with these presets. So you can utilize this for project status, and it comes with some preset options. There's also review status, or you can make your own, and you can see I've got a couple of my own. So to make your own, you would just click on New Dropdown, and you could come up with a template name. We'll call it the writing process. And maybe the first step in the writing process is to come up with a rough draft. And then maybe we've got a rough draft 2, and then maybe the final draft. Now you can move these into a different order just by clicking on the little dots and moving them around, or you can delete an option. One of the other fun things with this is there is the option to change colors. So maybe your rough draft is a light red, the rough draft 2, we're getting a little closer to the end, is a light green, and your final draft might be a dark green, or whatever you want. So when it shows up, it just looks like this, and when you click on the down arrow, you can choose the different options. So what does this look like in practice? So I've spent a lot of time this summer putting together this Techopoly game board. And I had put together a table that has the different property colors, what the status of each of these properties is in, and then the things that I wanted to include in there. So you can see my UAIS is finalized, Google Forms is finalized, Google Docs I just have outlined because right now I'm doing drop-downs. But I can click on this and see what my different options to choose from are. And you can see that I haven't started this one yet. And if I scroll a little bit further, you can see I've started this one, but I still have to do taking attendance, so that's not finalized yet, but I am underway. From the Insert menu, and you go to Dropdown, like I said, you can create a new Dropdown. You're going to want to give your new Dropdown a name. So I've got 2 for my Business Leader project. First is called Business Leader Sign Up. The other starts out with note cards. So I'm going to insert them. So maybe I want to check the status of where each student is in the project of writing my Business Leader paper. So I'm going to say Business Leader Paper Stages, and I'm just going to repeat that here. Remember, you can do Command Y to repeat whatever the last action was that you took. And then the other one I'm going to put in here. So I'm going to click where I want it, Insert Dropdown. And this instead is my Business Leader project because I want to determine where each student is within the project. So Jonathan Jones is on Business Leader Sign Up. But Cindy Cedarcrest has already finished her 5 research note cards. Maybe Larry Lehigh has actually just turned in his video scripts, and Lucita Lopez is also working on her 5 cards. Within the project, I can determine where students, maybe this is an order of completion. So Jonathan is still on the sign up, so he hasn't even finished the note cards yet. Cindy is a little bit further. She's turned them in, so now she's working on her rough draft. Larry has turned in his video scripts, so maybe he's now working on peer edits. And Lucita has finished these. Maybe, I don't know, maybe all of a sudden she's done and she's got all 4 of her plagiarism checker videos completed and turned in. And like I said, you can customize these to be different colors. So I go up to this drop down and I'm going to click on Edits. And as I had said before, you can just simply choose a different color for each stage, whatever colors work for you, and then save them, apply it to all, and you can see it automatically changed the colors here. So as you can see, this has a lot of really good options and uses for teachers or for administrators to track where people are, what the stages are in a project. You can also use these drop-downs in a worksheet. So I've got a couple of just quick sample sentences like today is, and the students can choose what day of the week it is. So today is Tuesday, or, whoops, I forgot one. I can add and edit options, and we'll make Friday, so let's make it a darker red. And so now I can click on here and it's got Friday. So how are you feeling today? Maybe you want to take a poll of how all your students are doing today. So I'm happy. What's today's weather like? Well, today's pretty sunny. And the last one is for my business management and my marketing students. So as a business owner, if I say that I have a business degree from college, which quadrant of the SWOT analysis diagram should this be noted in? And so here are their options. Strengths is actually the right one. I could put a new option that just has some spaces in there. I'll move that up to the top. And I could have no options, or they can choose which one of these. And the answer to this one is strengths. So that you could do a whole worksheet where your options are given to them here instead of having to do, say, a Google form or an actual paper worksheet. Or as I said, you can quick activities with your advisory kids, just asking them how they are and so forth.